mixed numbers have two parts, the whole number and the fraction. Which part of the mixed number 5½ is the fraction? Right, the 1/2. To add two mixed numbers, like 1 1/5 plus 4 3/5, we look at each part separately. Add the fraction to the fraction, and the whole number to the whole number. Which shows the way to add mixed numbers? Yes. We can write the same problem like this. Now the whole numbers are in one column and the fractions are in another. Let's add the fraction first. What is 1/5 plus 3/5? Right, 4/5. Write it in the fractions column. Now add the whole numbers. 1 plus 4 is 5. Write it in the whole numbers column. What is the complete sum? Right, 5 4/5. What is the sum of these mixed? Yes. What is the sum of these two mixed numbers? Yes. To add mixed numbers, do we add the whole numbers to whole numbers and the fractions to fractions? Yes. Add these mixed numbers. Right. The sum is 15 11/9. Is 11/9 a proper or an improper fraction? Right. It is an improper fraction and must be changed to a mixed number. What is it equal to? Yes, it is equal to 1 2/9. So we must add 15 plus 1 2/9. What is the final answer? Yes, 16 2/9. Now add these mixed numbers. What's the sum? Good, 12 11/8. 11/8 is an improper fraction and must be changed to a mixed number. Which one is it equal to? Good, 1 3/8. What's the final answer? Yes, 13 3/8. Which kind of fractions should be changed to mixed numbers? Now add these mixed numbers on your own paper. change the improper fraction to a mixed number. What's the final answer? Right. To add the two fractions of these mixed numbers, we must first find a common denominator. Which number can be used as a common denominator for 1/3 and 1/4? Good, 12. 1/3 is equal to 4/12, and 1/4 is equal to 3/12. Now we can add the fractions to the fractions and whole numbers to the whole numbers. What is the complete answer? The common denominator for 1/2 and 1/5 is 10. Which numbers at the bottom should be the numerators of the new fractions? Good. Now add the fractions and the whole numbers. What is the sum? Right, 20 7/10. Find this sum by following the same steps. The common denominator is 6. Find the new numerators on your paper and add. Work this subtraction problem. Subtract the fraction from the fraction and the whole number from the whole number. What's the answer? Yes. Now work this subtraction problem. Good. To subtract these fractions, we must use a common denominator, 6. Which pair of fractions at the bottom have been changed correctly from 1/3 and 1/6? Yes. Now subtract the new fractions and the whole numbers. Which answer is correct? Follow the same steps for this problem. The common denominator is 12. Which numbers at the bottom should be the new numerators? Good. Now you can subtract. Choose the correct answer. To subtract 3 1/4 minus 1 3/4, look at the fractions column first. Can you subtract 3/4 from 1/4? No. We must borrow 1 from the whole number 3. When we borrow 1 from 3, should the 3 become 2 or remain 3? Yes, the 3 becomes 2. Which fraction at the bottom is equal to 1 whole? Yes. Since we borrowed 1 from the whole numbers column, we can write it as a fraction, 4/4, in the fractions column. Now the new fraction is 1/4 plus 4/4, or 5/4. we can subtract 5/4 minus 3/4 and 2 minus 1. What's the answer? Yes, 1 and 2/4. To subtract the fractions in this problem, 6/10 minus 7/10, borrow 1 from the whole number 5. 5 becomes 4. The 1 is written as 10/10 in the fractions column. Add it to 6/10. What is the new fraction? Yes, 16/10. Now subtract 7/10 from 16/10 and 2 from 4. Which difference is correct? Are these examples of the correct way to borrow 1 from a whole number and write it as a fraction? Yes. To subtract 7 minus 2/5, we need to... All the fractions at the bottom are equal to 1. But which one should we write in the fractions column to have a common denominator with 2/5? Good, we write it 5/5. Be sure to change 7 to 6. Which is the correct answer? Right. Now solve this problem. Borrow 1 to subtract. Which is correct here? Good. This is the end of your lesson on fractions.